Hello, welcome to Linda's Real Deal Talk Show. And we have an amazing guest with us here today. Her name is Grace Strachan. And together we co-author a book called Stepping Up and Stepping Out. How do you show up? And I would like for her to share with us why she decided to write her chapter of the book, her goals in life, and then some tips on success. So let's give Grace Strachan a big, warm welcome.
Thank you, Linda, for having me.
You're so welcome, Grace. Tell us about this amazing book.
Well, one of the reasons that I wanted to write my chapter in the book was my husband passed away suddenly 5 years ago. And I wanted to write a tribute to my mother for being one of the best mothers in the world, of course. A little bit biased, but, and so I decided that when I was asked to write the chapter that I could write a tribute on the fact of what happened in my life when my mother passed away, my father passed away, and then my husband passed away, and how I coped. And that's why I wrote the chapter.
Yes, so you have to check out her chapter in the book. So if you're feeling depressed or not alone, just pick up the book. It's on Amazon. You can purchase it for $9.95 and get encouraged by her story that she shares and also the stories of others. I have another question for Grace. What are your current goals?
I'm actually writing another book.
Oh, wonderful.
And the chapter that I wrote gave me the incentive to go ahead with it. And it's on motherisms. And I'm interviewing people. I'm going to interview at least 100 people on the motherism and the story behind them. And I'm believing that when your mother gives you the right nurturing, the right background, that stays with you your entire life. So I'm hoping that the motherisms that I can compile and the stories behind them will help everyone to live a better life and something that they could keep for generations to come.
Yes. And that sounds like that's going to be a really interesting book. Looking forward to that. So feel free to buy her current book and her upcoming book. And now I would like to know, what are some inspiring words you would like to give to the audience? Or just whatever, some encouraging words.
Well, I think probably one of the biggest things that I learned over the years was something, and it was actually a motherism of my mother's, and that was never ever live in the past, because the past you cannot control. You should learn from it, but you cannot control it. And never live in the what ifs. Never live in the future, because if you do that and the future doesn't come, you're going to be pretty disappointed. So what you need to do is live in the now. The moment now, because that's what we have control over. So if you live in the moment now, when the future does come, you're going to be pleasantly pleased.
Wonderful. I like that. Looking forward to that. I like that. What if? So what if you don't buy her book? Would you like to know how to get in contact with Grace? How can someone reach you?
Well, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, and my name is even though it's pronounced Strachan, it is spelled a little bit differently, so a little harder to find. And I'm also on YouTube.
Excellent. Very good.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, Grace, for joining us today. And I just want to invite our guests to come back to Linda's Real Deal Talk Show. Keep it real.